Why are so many men falling apart in silence? This isn't just a question, it's a cry from a generation buried in comfort, confusion, and quiet desperation. You've been taught that strength is toxic, discipline is outdated, and assertiveness is aggression. And yet, deep down, you know, you're built for more. You weren't made to scroll endlessly, to numb your potential with dopamine, or to wait around hoping life gets better. You were built for war. You were made to lead, to rise, to conquer. But the modern world has sold you a lie, that it's okay to drift, to comply, to avoid discomfort. That softness is noble, and masculinity is a flaw. It's time to wake up. In this video, we're going to break down 5 masculine habits that fix 99% of your problems. Not with motivational fluff, but with grounded, stoic principles that forge men into steel. If you're ready to stop being a victim and start being a weapon, then let's begin. Masculine habit number 1, embrace discipline over motivation. Most men wait to feel ready. They wait for motivation to strike like lightning, thinking it'll carry them into greatness. But real men, stoic men, understand that motivation is fleeting. Discipline, on the other hand, is forged in discomfort. You don't wake up and hope to feel inspired. You wake up and do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. Discipline is the edge that separates average men from exceptional ones. It's the reason some men build empires while others binge-watch failure. You show up at the gym when you're sore. You study when you're tired. You keep building when no one claps. That's what makes you dangerous in a world addicted to excuses. Stop negotiating with your feelings. Start honoring your word. When a man becomes disciplined, he becomes unstoppable, not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. Masculinity isn't about aggression. It's about consistency, control, and the quiet power of doing hard things without needing praise. Masculine habit number 2. Master your emotions or be mastered by them. A weak man reacts, a strong man responds. In a world that rewards outrage and emotional explosions, the most masculine act is to remain calm while everyone else is losing their minds. You don't need to suppress your emotions, but you must control them. When your emotions rule you, you become a slave to outside forces. When you rule your emotions, you become a fortress no storm can shake. Stoic men know that feelings are signals, not commands. Anger can alert you, but it should never lead. Fear can warn you, but it should never stop you. Sadness can humble you, but it should never break you. The masculine man listens to his emotions like a commander listening to scouts, not like a soldier blindly following orders. Emotional mastery is what allows you to remain steady during conflict, focused under pressure, and dangerous without being reckless. It is the difference between being a loose cannon and being a weapon of precision. If you want to fix 99% of your problems, start by mastering the battlefield within. Masculine habit number 3, build discipline like a warrior trains for war. Discipline is the backbone of masculinity. Without it, ambition is just fantasy and potential is wasted breath. A disciplined man doesn't wait for motivation, he acts regardless of how he feels. He shows up when it's hard, pushes forward when it's inconvenient, and keeps promises even when no one is watching. That's power, not noise, not flexing, real grounded power. Men today are soft because comfort is everywhere. But the masculine man understands that comfort is the enemy. He doesn't avoid pain, he trains in it. He knows that cold showers, early mornings, long workouts, hard decisions, and brutal self-honesty are the forge that sharpens him. He lives by routine, not by mood. He seeks progress, not perfection. Discipline isn't about being strict for the sake of it. It's about being free. The undisciplined man is a slave to pleasure, addiction, procrastination. The disciplined man controls his time, his habits, and his future. He becomes unstoppable not because he's the smartest or strongest, but because he refuses to quit. Masculine habit number 4. Master your emotions, don't suppress them. A weak man is ruled by his emotions. A masculine man understands them, feels them fully, but refuses to let them dictate his actions. He doesn't explode in rage or break down in self-pity. He acknowledges his pain, but he does not become it. He recognizes fear, but still takes action. He sees temptation, but chooses restraint. Emotional mastery is not about being emotionless. It's about channeling your emotional energy into something productive. Anger becomes fuel for focus. Sadness becomes a signal for introspection. Jealousy becomes a trigger for self-improvement. The man who can stand in the middle of emotional chaos and remain grounded is a rare breed, and that's what makes him powerful. The world tests men constantly. Women, work, life, all of it pulls on your emotions like a storm. But when you've trained yourself to remain unmoved by the waves, you don't just survive, you lead. People trust the man who doesn't break. Masculine strength isn't found in avoidance of feeling. It's found in the control of it. That's the difference between a boy and a man. Masculine habit number 5. Build a code and live by it. Every powerful man in history lived by a personal code, a set of unshakable principles that guided his thoughts, actions, and decisions, whether the world applauded him or not. This code is your spine. Without it, you're a jellyfish, bending and twisting to please others, to fit in, to avoid conflict. With it, you become immovable, clear, focused, dangerous to anything fake. Your code might include things like, I never lie, I protect those I love, I never chase, only attract, or I finish what I start. It doesn't matter what the world thinks of it. What matters is that you choose it deliberately and you live it ruthlessly. Because when you have a code, you don't need permission. You don't ask for validation. You don't seek comfort. You simply move with purpose. Most men today are lost because they follow trends, not values. They shift with every new wave of opinion. But masculine energy isn't about shifting. It's about anchoring. When you build a code and hold the line, you become rare. And in a world full of confusion, the man with clarity is the one who leads.